Hello everybody, welcome to the 1993 South African Grand Prix. This time it's the race results that make up the grids for the season. We got Prost on pole, Senna, and then some midfield runners behind with what was the messy race for most of the front runners. So it'll be interesting to see who can get that podium. Prost leads away, then it's Senna, Blundell in third, having a little bit of a moment, and Fittipaldi on a bigger moment behind, and then Lato, and that means Berger trying to avoid spins into Warwick, and there's a big pile up, and there's lots of confusion there. There's Johnny Herbert's Lotus without a front or rear wing. Michael Schumacher was caught up in the middle of all that, but somehow has escaped without any damage. So a chance for him to fight his way through, but I think what this has done as well is enabled Prost and Senna to get away, and possibly Blundell as well. Yeah, Blundell is right with them. So Prost and Senna away in first and second, but Mark Blundell is also in this race, and at the moment he is right with Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna. He could actually threaten for this Grand Prix victory, although there's a lot more winning experience in front of him, and Senna now will have a look at Prost. He's going to go for it, he's going to try to take the position, and this is one of the favourite overtaking places around here, and Ayrton Senna uses it to its maximum advantage. Senna now leads the South African Grand Prix, and Prost has got to go in the defensive against Blundell. Prost having had a year out, clearly a little bit rusty in the racecraft, and Blundell coming through. Is he going to come through? He's certainly making it, but he's a little bit of a slide, and that allows Prost to hold position. And it's becoming apparent to me that there is not a lot of grip around here in Kyalami. Alboreto have got up in a fourth in that Scuderia Italia. Here's a replay of the pile-up, and Warwick actually tipped in a Berger. I think Berger cut across him a bit, which meant Warwick tipped in a Berger, and then it was just pure chaos behind. So Blundell is still after Prost, but that little slip up has cost him some ground, and Prost now can focus on trying to catch up to Ayrton Senna. He may have had a year out, but he does have the Williams runner underneath him, and Blundell is off. What a shame. Mark Blundell, who was on for a certain podium and challenging for the victory. Oh, that's another replay, that's a spin, and that's one of the LaRousses, and damonhill just runs into him, and Schumacher having another off. That is not a replay, that is live. Schumacher having another off, and that, well, it's what a messy race for Michael Schumacher. He's ended up facing the wrong way twice. Could have been, especially with the chaos in the first lap, Michael could have been challenging for the podium today, but it's not happened. His teammate Patrese is in fourth place and having to fend off Martinbrundle, who's also getting loose. There is absolutely no grip on this Kyalami circuit. Prost and Senna are able to keep it together. Everybody else is struggling, and they're all having moments. Look at Lato flicking around in the background. Just no grip for anybody except these two. These two have got it down. They're masters at this game. They've been doing it for a lot of years now, and Alain Prost is back in the lead ahead of Senna. We didn't see that. Hopefully we'll find a replay, because Prost has retaken the lead, and he is now leading the South African Grand Prix with 1 lap left to go here in Kyalami. And well, what a race we have seen. This has been absolutely fantastic. Prost and Senna out on their own. This is Alboreto. He was up in fourth after the start, but the Scuderia Italia just not the car to have at all, unfortunately. Patrese makes easy meat of Alboreto, and I think Martinbrundle soon to follow Riccardo Patrese through there. Now we're back to the live, and that is Brundle, and he is ahead of Riccardo Patrese now. So Brundle has got ahead of Patrese. Didn't see quite how it happened, and then you've got the Minardis, who are still fighting over 6th, 7th place. Fittipaldi, Barbatza, Benlinger and Schumacher on their tail as well. In spite of all of his being in the wars, he might still be on for a point today, but he does have 4 cars to attack still. And there is Brundle, Patrese, Lato. They are all fighting over the same piece of tarmac, and Patrese trying to get back past Brundle. And there's Prost, continues to lead Ayrton Senna up at the front. This is still a battle going on, but I don't know if Senna's quite got the car. Here is the replay of how Prost repassed Senna. And yet, same corner again. Alain just doing pretty much exactly the same move as Ayrton did to him. The right car, right time, and a good move. And Alain Prost back into the lead. So, Prost continues to lead halfway around the last lap now. Prost is closing out this victory. It's looking like he's winning return to Formula 1, and Senna has a moment. That is going to cost him any momentum he might have had. This is a replay of Brundle passing Patrese. This is for the podium. This will be some consolation. Ligier lost the podium with Blundell earlier on when he had a failure, and then Brundle regaining it. But here comes Alain Prost to cross the line and win the South African Grand Prix. A winning start to the race results. Grids season of 1993 for Alain Prost. Ayrton-Senna finishes in second, and then it's Martinbrundle will cross the line in third. Lato has passed Patrese. Lato up to fourth place, and Barbatza has also passed Fittipaldi, and there is how Lato passed Patrese. A total loss of grip yet again, this time for Patrese in the Benetton. Might have the experience, but the mistake was still made, and it took him a long time to recover as well. He was only just ahead of those Minardis, and now we might be about to see as well how Fittipaldi dropped behind his teammate. What happened here? And you had, I think, Wendlinger in the background as well, just adding an extra complication. And look at that, Barbatza trying to the right, then going for the left, and making his way through there on the inside eventually. And Barbatza goes through, and Fittipaldi now having to fend off Carl Wendlinger. And remember, this is a replay, but it's been very good to see that it's lots of great racing here in Kyalami, and Wendlinger then forces his way through on Fittipaldi as well. So, well, winning start for Alain Prost. 10 points, Senna 6, Brundle 4, Lato 3, Patrese 2, Barbatza 1. Great start to the 1993 season. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Subscribing is free and it really helps the channel out. And take care, and I'll see you soon.